There's lots of examples I could give of that.
Right.
And that's okay.
Now
I ain't mad at that. I'm
could,
just saying,
you just can't say it in public.
Here's another clip of Bill Maher, but this is on the Club Random podcast. He sat down with Larry Wilmore. Larry Wilmore, yes, he's a comic. There was a show called, it was the Nightly Show. I did it once on Comedy Central a couple of years ago. And here he is getting into some racial nonsense, and Bill's not having it.
I have a healthy outlook on this. I just view all white people as problematic. So it doesn't matter what party you're in. There's just going to be...
And I know that's a joke, and you can make every joke in the world on me. I just want to point out that we do live in an era now where lots of stuff can't happen in reverse.
Yes.
Like I can't make that joke about you.
Right. Well, that's the top dog.
And I don't want to. Right. but I couldn't say what you said in reverse with black.
Sure, absolutely.
And there's lots of examples I could give of that.
Right.
And that's okay.
Now
I ain't mad at that. I'm just saying,
you just can't say it in public.
I believe everything is in public now. What in the world is not in public?
That's true. But here's the thing. That's just the top dog underdog dynamic is what I call it. Like top dog. Underdog gets to make fun of top dog, but top dog
that's true.
can't make fun of underdog.
I tell you, I ain't mad at it.
But
it goes beyond that. I mean, sometimes it's, you can find a lot of TikToks.
Yeah.
Of young...
A lot of TikToks.
Black women, usually women, but I guess, saying, I just can't deal with white people today. And again...
Some of that's... You know what that is, though,
It's
Bill?
just, can you imagine if a white person said that in reverse? So, and it's not a good thing.
They just don't put it, they don't put it online, but some of them do say that.
But the fact that you make a TikTok out of it says a lot.
You have permission. You have cultural permission to do it.
Right. Cultural permission. What a beautiful phrase.
Right.
But that is not, to be serious, is not a healthy attitude.
Well,
and an unnecessary attitude. I want to know the specifics of how Whitey up your day.
She feels the weight of the diaspora is there in that statement.
You're just going to Starbucks for sake. I think, it's just not healthy.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of oppression by proxy with a lot of young people, and
another beautiful phrase.
And the by proxy is the generations who actually went through a lot of the heavy lifting of oppression and segregation. And so and look, you can have generational trauma and those types of things. It expresses itself in different ways, especially like the health of individuals and stuff like that, because certain traits are passed down and as well as habits, because sometimes culturally you can you can be the intervention on bad legacies and that types of things. Of course, education and that type of thing. But I think a lot, and I know this is old man yelling at the clouds type of thing, for me, but a lot of it, I believe, is suffering by extinction. Like a lot of sometimes protests, like when I see protests by proxy, I feel that way, as opposed to protests when you have skin in the game.
Right.
Right. Where it's like, you don't have skin in the game, so you can say whatever the you want. If you have skin in the game, you're going to act a little differently when it comes to this.
And that's why
things will be in perspective, Bill, a little bit more.
That's why it was dumb for them to compare the Vietnam protests in the 60s. Those kids did have skin in the game.
That's correct.
They did not want to get drafted and go to Vietnam.
That's exactly
that was a lot different.
That's exactly right.
It's so interesting because Wilmore, when he says that I just view all white people as problematic, he does, and then he laughed, and you could see in that initial laugh, he was kind of guilty, but that is what he believes. That is what he believes. And then they make up their construct around how we're allowed to speak. Well, you're allowed to, if you're the top dog, you can't make fun of the bottom dog. And if you're the bottom dog, you make fun of the top dog. And it's like, okay, that's the way you've decided to live in this world. But you, Larry Wilmore, I think you're a TV star. You're probably worth millions of dollars. There you are hanging out with elite Hollywood celebrities. We're allowed to make fun of you. I'm not making fun of you because you're black. I'm making fun of you because your ideas are thin and stupid. And you don't get a force field because of the color of your skin. Like, that's not how it works. Stay right there, people, because the only one of its kind, this prescription Contagion Emergency Kit from the Wellness Company, provides you with a carefully selected assortment of effective medications for bird flu, COVID-19, and other respiratory illnesses. Ivermectin, HCQ, Z-Pak, Tamiflu, and budesonide, along with a nebulizer, so you can rest easy knowing that you have emergency meds on hand, along with a guidebook for safe use. Backed by research from experts like Dr. Peter McCullough, the wellness company's Contagion Emergency Kit is a must-have. Order today at twc.health/Rubin. Code Rubin saves you 15% at checkout with the wellness company.